So the Blues begin the defence of the FA Cup. They won as the second part of that historic treble last June. A never to be forgotten day at Wembley saw the Blues overcome United in the first ever All Manchester Cup final. Grealish and Alvarez, and back it goes to Alvarez from Grealish, and now Alvarez steps in, hits a shot, but it's straight down the barrel, and an easy gather for Lee Nichols, the Huddersfield Town goalkeeper. Sergio Gomez. It might take a defender to maybe supplement a number of players forward to get that shot away. Alvarez on the turn, shot is blocked, and then the shot goes in from Phil Foden. Wonderful turn and swivel and shot, and eventually City's persistence pays off, and it is City 1, Huddersfield 0, Phil Foden.
Yeah, it's been coming, it's just been a matter of waiting and being patient.
The ball is on the edge of the area with Matheus Nunes. Nunes looking to get the return from Foden, goes into the box, plays it across, Luis Alvarez, 2-0! A second goal goes in, Alvarez just about tapped it over the line. Matheus Nunes played a lovely 1-2 and was at the heart of it all, and in the space of 3 or 4 minutes, City are now 2 clear. Well, the biggest roar of the afternoon was to greet Kevin De Bruyne. Now Kovacic plays it forward, Matheus Nunes takes it down on the edge of the area, lays it into the path, up he goes towards the goal, it's gone in from Oscar Bob. I think that was a cross, but it's gone in. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't far off touching it over the line. Oscar Bob clipped it into the penalty area, and it clipped off the underside of the bar and went in. And Ortega's blocked him. When he was one-on-one, he got the better of Guardiola and Diaz and put his shot on target, but Ortega blocked it. The ball is in the City possession, goes out for another corner. It's going to be a lot of teams who City could meet at the top end of the table as Foden hits a shot into the corner of the net. City worked the corner from the right-hand side. They played it into the path of Phil Foden, and it was a sumptuous finish from Phil Foden, and the Blues lead by 4-0. And Oscar Bob and Foden and De Bruyne, and they're into the Huddersfield half, and De Bruyne helps it out wide to Oscar Bob. Bob on the edge of the area, comes inside, De Bruyne around the outside, clips it in, Doku, 5! Kevin De Bruyne back in the team, back with an assist. The assist City king picks up where he left off. City 5, Huddersfield Town 0. 5th minute here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as the ball is laid wide to Walker. Walker gets beyond Udogie, plays it in low, and Foden hits it on target, and Oscar Bob posts it over the line, and the flag goes up. Unless VAR intervene in the Blues' favour, they haven't scored their first goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Andy Morrison were looking at it. Well, Walker's not offside.
I think it's Oscar Bob.
It must be Oscar Bob.
If it is, it's a wonderful save.
And it is offside. Alvarez to Kovacic, Kovacic to Rodri, Rodri on to Alvarez. Alvarez tries the shot and Vicario gathers it in. And City are all over Spurs now. Spurs coming forward. Timo Werner puts in a low cross. And Charlison well guarded by Ake. Kovacic on the edge of the D. Now can City spring a counter-attack? Kovacic is doing really well. He advances, slides it out to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob back to Kovacic. Kovacic advancing. This is a great break. Kovacic on to Rodri. Rodri has options. One of them is Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva in the penalty area. Back he goes to Rodri. Shot is blocked. Kovacic shot is blocked. Bob. Shot is blocked again. Corner. 3 chances, all blocked. Comes Timo Werner, and Werner comes forward, and Spurs are charging in, and on it goes to Brennan Johnson. Out comes Ortega, brilliant block. First time Ortega's had to extend himself. Kovacic on towards Guardiola, and now Doku, and it's cleared, not very well. Bernardo Silva saved on the line by Vicario. Either side of the goalkeeper, it's 1-0 City. Goes out wide to Romero. Romero on towards Højbjerg's lost it to Foden, and now De Bruyne. Can he finish? Oh, he's put it wide.
Oh, the keeper's beat. If he's on target, he's beat.
Romero across to Van der Ven. Van der Ven back to Vicario. This can only end in a mistake. And in the end, it's given away. City win it back through Rodri. On it goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gets away from a challenge or two. The shot's deflected. It's another City corner. Diaz in front of Vicario. De Bruyne scoops it in. Vicario gets to it. And Ake prods it over the line. And the goal stands. Vicario says he was fouled. Ake's prodded it into the net. And City lead 1-0. The Blues are surely on their way to the 5th round of the FA Cup.
And on the 11th attempt, that ball that they've tried from day one. 1-0 City.
We're getting a Poznan at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They've waited a long time, the City fans. De Bruyne gets round the outside and Haaland tucks it into the back of the net. Well, it won't count as the latest team he scored against in a Premier League game, but having missed the game at Luton Town in the league in December, Haaland has now scored against a new opponent tonight, and he gives City the lead. Ortega tripping the ball up to Haaland, who lays it off to De Bruyne. De Bruyne into the gap for Haaland. Haaland's through on goal. Can he get his shot in? You bet he can. City 2, Luton Town 0. And well, it's almost become a cliche in itself. And yet another moment of Kevin De Bruyne assist magic makes it 2-0. City inching towards the final third. De Bruyne and Haaland. Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne. Oh, that is wonderful. Haaland, oh, it's saved twice. De Bruyne on the end of an absolutely glorious move, but Krul made the save. The rebound popped up for Haaland, and again Krul made the save. Just out of this world. It's now City coming forward, and onside is Haaland. Haaland, can he get his hat-trick? Yes, he can! And Erling Haaland has his 2nd FA Cup hat-trick and his 8th hat-trick since he became a Blue. De Bruyne ticks on, has himself another City assist, 155 in his career. As the shot goes in, wonderful shot! Jordan Clark's just hit a rifling shot into the corner of the net. Is dispossessed and breaks for Akanji, who plays it back to Ortega. Ortega mishits it, and then Barkley had a chance to hit it over the top of Ortega first time, and he scoops a pass in, and Clark scores, and it's 3-2. 2 goals for Jordan Clark, and it's City 3, Luton Town 2, and Kenilworth Road is bouncing. Walker into the gap, De Bruyne, can he finish? Plays it across, Haaland makes it 4, unless the offside flag says no. City lead 4-2, and again, De Bruyne assist, Haaland goal, can you believe it? As Bernardo Silva plays it to Haaland, Haaland, 5 for Haaland, and City lead by 5-2, and Erling Haaland has scored all 5, and on this occasion it wasn't an assist from KDB. City led 3-0, it was then 3-2 as Kovacic scores! Mateo Kovacic wraps in a shot from about 22 metres out into the corner of the net. It's his 2nd City goal. He scored in the World Club Championship, you might recall, when the Blues won that back in December. He's now scored his 1st City goal in England, I suppose you could call it, and the Blues lead by 6-2. Newcastle set up in and around their own penalty area, making the gaps as small as they can. Kovacic, Rodri, and now Akanji. Akanji getting towards the edge of the area, helps it to the left-hand side to Guardiola. Guardiola inside to Kovacic, who leaves it. Rodri instead picks it up. Rodri, central area of the pitch, out it goes to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva still into the penalty area, hits the shot, deflection in! 1-0 City. Bernardo Silva hit the shot. It took a really awful deflection if you're a Newcastle player. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. It will go down as a Bernardo Silva goal, but it might well be an own goal. Either way, it's 1-0 City. Kovacic looks up, plays it backwards to Diaz. Diaz comes forward. Helps out wide to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva into the penalty area he goes, hits the shot, and it's gone in! not sure if that was a deflection as well, but it's the second goal for Bernardo Silva. It was the weirdest goalkeeping dive I've ever seen. It must have been a deflection, but either way, Bernardo Silva makes it 2. It's his second, and the Blues in control. I think it's the little touch off Botman that diverts it, just there. A little sort of header, a deliberate header almost. So Bernardo Silva's got 2 goals tonight, and the Blues are 2-0 up. Newcastle will pick it up through Burn. High up the pitch, Newcastle, but City have regrouped. Bruno Guimaraes in central midfield. Out wide it goes to Murphy. Murphy in a crossing position on the right side. Hits a deep ball. Burn is there. He gets there. Chance for Newcastle. Saved by Ortega. Well, it was a good knockdown, and I think it was Isak as well, that the man they would have wanted it to fall to, and he hit it with power. Doku on to Foden. Foden back to Doku. Doku hits the shot. Great save, Dubravka. Brilliant 1-2 between Foden and Doku, and the Blues are into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Well, less than 72 hours on from their Champions League heartbreak, the Blues are at Wembley Stadium with a chance to shrug off that midweek disappointment by securing a 13th FA Cup final. Alvarez is making a massive run down the right-hand side. Foden should be able to pick him out, and he does do. Alvarez brings it down majestically on the edge of the area, but he's well in front of the rest of his colleagues, but he finds a pass to De Bruyne. De Bruyne now helps it through. Chance for City to score. Foden just too wide. It's away by Cucurella. Foden just pushed it too wide and couldn't hook it into the back of the net. Chalobah comes forward, gets towards the edge of the final third, but now he's in a right wing position, Chalobah. Time to cross, plays a lovely low ball to Palmer. Palmer to get a shot away. Palmer, good save by Ortega. That was Palmer's moment. He worked it onto his left foot, tried to bend it round to Ortega. Ortega saw what was happening and got a big palm on it and got it out of harm's way. With Grealish in the penalty area. Grealish on towards Foden. It's on target. Great save by Petrovic. First attempt on target of the match. Phil Foden from about 12-13 metres out. Hit the shot low. Good save by Petrovic. Ake onto Akanji while he goes to Doku again. Doku into De Bruyne. De Bruyne around the back and a good block, and Bernardo Silva scores! Bernardo Silva puts City in front! 6.5 minutes to go. If there's one player out there who's deserved to score today, Bernardo Silva, who felt awful after that missed penalty on Wednesday night, may well have scored the goal that puts City into the FA Cup final. And Michael Oliver sounds the whistle. Well, if there's ever a greater test of a team's personality and character, it's how they respond to disappointments. And my goodness, would we ever doubt how this group of players respond to disappointment? They have bounced back just less than 72 hours after a really heartbreaking quarter-final Champions League exit by knocking Chelsea out in the semi-final here today. Bernardo Silva sends City through to another FA Cup final. City have beaten Chelsea and will play in the FA Cup final in 4 weeks' time. The final score at Wembley Stadium: City 1, Chelsea 0.